sakes. I'll never forget Raw Roulette.
Cage match, an inferno match, a hair match.
Raw live this Monday at 9/8 Central.
With the company recently looking to more drastically differentiate between the products on both brands, perhaps more than at any point since the brand extension started, coming with SmackDown since a big viewership boost on September 12, opening a massive lead to have its most watched string of shows in months. A live broadcast from Las Vegas gave the more entertainment-based Raw brand an opportunity to attract casual viewers back, with the company heavily hyping a major first-time-ever idea over the week to potentially boost interest with a RAW Roulette concept set for all stipulation matches on the night, seeing Eric Bischoff after constant commercials on TNN building the special Raw, starting the show by hyping any possible stipulation happening randomly at any moment, setting the tone for the rest of the show already from the first quarter, with a cage match selected for a Booker vs Big Show match going 8 minutes, opening Raw with a slight increase over the recent average with a 3.4 rating and 4.2 million viewers, ending up with Booker going over, followed by a major heat beatdown of Jericho running in to build to an upcoming Booker vs Jericho match on pay-per-view. Raw picked up 400,000 viewers in the second quarter, with Bischoff setting up the major main event for tonight, with the first ever TLC match on Raw set to headline the show in a four-way team for the tag titles, set to be the fourth match in the TLC series, with a massive challenge for all 8 performers to match the huge expectations created for the stipulation in the previous 3 matches. And with TLC set to go on last, Raw saw Eric also setting up Triple H's match for the night, placed already in the first half hour in a blindfold match, and with talks going on since the Flair and Hunter on-screen partnership started, on them potentially looking to add more members to create a 4 horsemen-like stable as the top heel group on the Raw brand. After Randy Orton's jump a few weeks back as one of the targeted names to join the group, Raw next saw the introduction of Batista as the new member of Raw, with him set to make his debut in the near future to start his singles run in the company as the 4th member from the recent OVW group, with Orton meanwhile after being targeted to be a future top player alongside Lesnar for over a year, while starting to pick up momentum since the move to Raw, with him being involved in 2 highly rated segments in the past 2 weeks while getting high-profile wins in his first 3 matches, getting another setback with him injuring his shoulder to take him out of the ring for the next several months, delaying potential plans for the new Hunter and Flair heel group, with Hunter's match against the returning D'Lo Brown placed in the 9:30 p.m. quarter going 3 minutes to continue Raw's gradual first hour climb to 4.6 million viewers. With the build-up to the TLC main event continuing over the next hour, the participants' reveal helped raise the already high expectations, with most of the performers who built the match's reputation in Jeff Hardy, Bubba and Christian set to be involved, along with Jericho, who participated in the only televised TLC match to date with Benoit last May, with the company while in Vegas for Raw also getting the word on the end of the public distraction of the past month, with a New York judge officially ruling against Nicole Bass' claims of harassment allegations during her time with the company, to see the WWE website sending out a press release on them prevailing in the court case, with Bass having no factual foundation to any of her claims, done in a cheap attempt to make an easy dollar, ending the court case, which saw Vince McMahon along with Linda J.R. Hunter and Sable all publicly testifying in the past several weeks to put Vince's full focus back on the business, with another higher-profile public dispute rising in the past month, seeing Hulk Hogan in a series of radio interviews since being written off television in early August, bringing up his status with the company, saying that despite being under contract until January 2003, he has already fulfilled all his contractual dates due to him being asked to work more shows than expected during his run with him and McMahon having a handshake deal until next year. with Hogan, who has a book coming out in December with plans for a major marketing campaign from WWE to promote it, saying that he wasn't contacted by the company since being written off television following the Lesnar match, leading to head of talent relations Jim Ross publicly clarifying the contract situation, saying that Hogan was signed to a one-year deal in January earlier this year, while opening the door for his return, saying that his guess is that we have not seen the last of Hogan in a WWE ring. And while the Hogan dispute was making public headlines, another major negotiation for another top name currently under contract but off television was happening under the radar since last Monday in Houston, with Austin and McMahon meeting in person for the first time since the walkout in June to start the build to Austin's eventual return behind the scenes, with Raw's top-of-the-hour quarter seeing the return of Al Snow after finishing the filming of the third season of Tough Enough about to go on the air in the next 2 weeks, going 6 minutes in a hardcore match against Test to a 3.9 rating with 4.8 million viewers in the second most watched quarter of the night, followed by another comedic segment created from the RAW Roulette concept with Jerry Lawler working a rare TV match against Stevie Richards to set up Godfather's return to a big reaction from the hometown crowd in Vegas. After a final pre-match angle of Hunter and Flair taking out Hurricane to set up Kane defending the tag belts by himself in the build to the Hunter vs. Kane pay-per-view title match, with Hunter throughout the night hyping a major life-changing reveal on Kane still coming up, the entrances for the TLC main event took place already from 10:36 p.m. as early as perhaps any Raw headliner since the show went to 2 hours in 1997. Going over the entire final half hour of the broadcast to drive the full second hour to 4.8 million viewers in the most watched hour of Raw in over a month, continuing the company's recent experiment of longer TV matches, with Raw on the night being the fourth straight main WWE primetime show to feature a 20-plus minute match in what just until recently was an unprecedented situation, with the four-way TLC coming after strong numbers for the previous 3 20-minute matches of Edge against Eddie and Angle in the past 2 SmackDowns and Jericho vs. Kane last Monday, going over 25 minutes in total in one of the longest matches in Raw history to continue the trend, with the first half of the match entering the final quarter picking it up over 500,000 viewers to a 4 rating in the first full quarter on Raw to draw into the 4 rating range in over a month, with the match along with the TV viewers picking up the pace in the ring as it went along, with all 7 participants going all out with wild spots throughout, looking to match the high standards of the TLC reputation built from the Edge and Christian vs. Hardys and Dudley's trilogy in the past 2 years in its second ever televised match, in the first one since SmackDown in May 2001. TLC 4, now crossing over 3 quarters, continued to gain big past 11 p.m. while the match was turning into one of the most spectacular matches in wrestling television history, spiking over 1.1 million viewers for the duration of it to peak at a 4.4 rating with over 5.5 million viewers in the 10-minute overrun, making it the most watched segment cliffhanger storyline-based television in hopes of maintaining or building on the curiosity increase on the night.